مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students of grade 9, I welcome you to a new session. Today, inshallah, we're going to talk about final revision, part 2. We start with the fill in the gaps. First, read the following, then fill in the gaps with the suitable word. We have record, limit, peaceful, and feed. Number 1. My grandpa likes places. He can't stand the noise of the city. The answer will be peaceful places. Number 2. All drivers mustn't exceed the speed wherever they go. The answer will be limit. 3. An American athlete broke the world for 100-meter race. Of course, the answer will be the world record. Next, we have the words feed, argue, valid, and achieve. 1. If your ticket isn't, you will have to pay a fine. The answer will be valid. 2. Why do you always with your classmates? The answer will be argue. 3. If you try hard enough, you can anything you want in life. And of course, the answer will be achieve. After that, we have the words difficulty, official, weak, and deal. Number 1. Are there any documents required for the meeting? The answer will be official. 2. I need to know how to with this problem. The answer will be deal. 3. Why do you have in sleeping early? The answer is difficulty. After that, we have the words change, rely, social, and acquaintances. 1. Homer spends too much time alone. He really has to improve his skills. The answer is his social skills. Number 2. People say that it's better to have a few good friends than lots of. The answer is acquaintances. 3. A real friend is someone you can trust and rely on, means to count on. Yes. Next, we have the words mutual, extremely, spend, casual. Number 1. Muhammad and Ahmed have some friends. The answer is mutual friends, means friends in common. 2. It's hot today. Why don't we stay home? The answer is extremely. 3. How much do you usually on clothes every year? How much do you usually spend on clothes? Then we have dissatisfied, unexpected, valid, and charge. 1. If your ticket isn't, you will have to pay a fine. The answer is valid. 2. Something very just happened and I will be a little late for work. The answer is unexpected. 3. The customer were with the service and made several complaints. The answer is dissatisfied. Then we have argue, achieve, clumsy, dislike. 1. Don't ask Hamad to help at home. He is very. The answer is clumsy. 2. If you try hard enough, you can anything you want in life. You can achieve. 3. Why do you always with your classmate? The answer is argue. Now we move to the grammar and we will start with the multiple choice questions. Number 1. Muhammad might late tonight. The weather is foggy. We have the modal verb might. It's followed by infinitive, so the answer will be come. Number 2. When Mahmoud young, he used to walk to work. He used to walk. It's past simple, so the answer is when Mahmoud was young. 3. Would you mind the door? Would mind is followed by the gerund, so the answer is opening. 4. When I finished school, I to stay up late at night. When I finished, it's past simple, so the answer will be I used to. 5. Would you this heavy box for me, please? Would is followed by the infinitive, so would you carry? 6. I have a friend. Father is an English language teacher. A friend followed by a noun, so the answer will be whose. 7. While Ahmed in Aspire, he met an old friend. While is followed by the past progressive, so the answer is while Ahmed was running. 8. I English every day. Every day is a present simple, so the answer is I study. 9. Umar going shopping. So the best answer will be Umar doesn't like going shopping. 10. What are you now? It's a present progressive question, so what are you doing now? 11. We attest tomorrow. This is a present progressive sentence with future meaning, so the answer is we are having a test tomorrow. 12. Ali is a clever engineer. He for a big company. He works for a big company. It's a present simple statement. 13. Last week, Dad a new car. Last week, Dad a new car. Last week is a past simple, so the answer is Dad bought. 14. We went to the zoo. We went is a past simple statement, so the best answer is a week ago. 15. When I was young, I tennis. No, I don't. When I was young, so the answer is I used to play. 16. Did you to school by bus? We have a question in the past simple starting by did, so did is followed by the infinitive, so it is did you used to go? 17. Have you ever seen a lion? Yes, I won last year. Pay attention. Even though the question is in the present perfect, the answer is in the past simple because we have the word last. So the answer is yes, I saw one last year. 18. Start a new laptop lately. Lately means it's a present perfect, so the answer is has bought. 19. Have you met anyone famous? The best answer here is ever, because ever is used in the question. 20. Sam hasn't done his homework. We have already just ever and yet. It is at the end of the sentence and it's negative, so the answer is clearly yet. 21. We have studied English 7 years. 7 years is a period of time, so the answer is 4. I haven't met my cousin last year. Last year is a starting point of time, so the answer is since. 23. 23. Ali to school. He is still there. So he went to school and he didn't come back. So he has gone to school. Uthman to Rome twice. He told us about it when he came back. Since he came back, the answer will be has been. 25. We are leaving in an hour, so we have time to get ready. The answer will be we have little time because the time is not enough. 26. Would you like coffee? This is an offer, so it will be would you like some coffee? 27. Have you got money? Have you got? This is a question, and we cannot use many and a few with money, so the answer will be have you got any money? 28. I have very friends. I feel lonely. Since he feels lonely, so his friends are not enough. So he has few friends. 29. This is my friend, works in a big company. We have a friend followed by a verb, so the answer is who. 30. Thomas sold his car, wasn't working at all. Car is an object, so which. 31. I have a friend, father is a minister. Once again, friend followed by a noun, so it is whose. 32. This is the restaurant. I meet my friends every weekend. A restaurant, it's a place, so the answer is where. 33. While Sam, he fell down. While is followed by the past progressive, so the answer is was running. 34. Abdullah, come with us tonight if he's busy. This is a first conditional statement. If he is busy, so Abdullah may not come. 35. I'm sorry, but I'm not strong to lift this box. The answer is strong enough. 36. I promise I hard for the final exams. We have the word promise, it's an indication for the future, so the answer is will study. 37. Bilal save money before he goes on the school trip. The answer is will be able to. 38. Skydiving is exciting than any other sport. We have than, so the answer is more exciting. 39. Amr is as Umar at English. We have as, so we put the adjective as it is, as good as. Now we move to do as shown. Number 1. This is the school. My father works in this school. Use where. So we combine these two statements in one by saying this is the school where my father works. Number 2. If I had enough money, I buy a big house. If I had enough money, this is second conditional. The answer will be I would buy a big house. 3. It's likely that we will go to Spain on holiday. Use may. So the answer will be we may go to Spain on holiday. Pay attention that we removed it is likely that and will and replace them with may. Number 4. English speak all over the world. This is clearly a passive statement in the present simple, so English is spoken. 5. I studied English well before the final exam. Change into the past simple passive. So we look for the object. The object is English, and it is in the past simple. So English was studied well before the exam. 6. If I would study harder. Change the verb. This is a second conditional. It's a second conditional. This is a second conditional statement. So it will be if I were you, and it's used to give advice. 7. Qatar is a safe country. People live peacefully in Qatar. So use where. We remove in Qatar and we put where after the country. So it will be Qatar is a safe country where people live peacefully. Number 8. Students are doing the English test now. Change into the present continuous passive. We look directly for the object, the English test, and it is in the present progressive. So it will be the English test is being done now. Number 9. Students are likely to pass their exams successfully. Use may. We remove are likely to and replace it by may. So students may pass their exams successfully. 10. I read many books when I was at the university. Use used to. It will be I used to read many books when I was at the university. 11. I have already bought a new car. Use yet. We use yet in the negative or in the question, so we can use either. We can say, have you bought a new car yet? Or I haven't bought the car yet. 12. Amar went to school and he is still there. Use has gone. We previously said that when someone goes to a place and stays there, we use has gone. So it will be Amar has gone to school. 13. I don't have any problems. Use no. So we replace any by no and we remove the negative, it will be I have no problems. 14. He doesn't have no friends. He feels lonely. Correct. Since we have a negative, we must use any. So it will be he doesn't have any friends. 15. I saw the boy broke the window. Write the missing relative pronoun. We have people and we have a verb. So it is who. 16. Salim has lived in Doha since 2011. Use for. Now we remove since and put for and then calculate 2011 minus 2021. It will be Salim has lived in Doha for 10 years. 17. This is a history book. I read a history book last weekend. Use which. So it will be this is the history book which I read the last weekend. 18. That's wonderful news. Use what. So it will be what wonderful news. Pay attention, we didn't put a because news are plural. 19. I didn't want to go out because I was very tired. Use so. This is the rule of so that. So it will be I was so tired that I didn't want to go out. 20. That car is very fast. Use such. So it will be that is such a fast car. 21. Do you ever met anyone famous? Clearly there is a mistake with the question, so we need to correct it. We have ever and we have the past participle, so the answer is have you ever met anyone famous? 22. Abdulaziz has a lot of books. Use how many. So how many books does Abdulaziz have? 23. Umair has listened to the radio for an hour. Use how long. So it will be how long has Umair listened to the radio? 24. My English is good to travel to London. So it will be my English is good enough. 25. French is difficult to learn. So it will be French is too difficult to learn. Mahmoud used to go to the library once a day. Right? How often? How often is used to ask about the frequency. So how often did Mahmoud use to go to the library? Pay attention, we use did as a helping verb because it is in the past simple. 27. Omar never wastes his time. It's a present simple statement, so Omar never wastes his time. Gas produced in Qatar. So it's a passive voice, so in the present simple, it will be gas is produced in Qatar. 29. Smoke is the worst habit. We need to start with the noun, so it will be smoking. 30. The desk is too heavy to move to the room corner. The rule of to, the other two is followed by the infinitive, it will be move as it is. 31. If I have more money, I'd help the poor. If you look at the second half of the statement, it's clearly a second conditional. So, if I had more money. 32. I wish I studied more for the exams last year. Here we use I wish to express regret. So we put it in the past perfect. I wish I had studied. 33. My brother washes his car once a week. Ali said to me. A reported speech statement. So use told. It will be Ali told me that his brother washed his car once a week. 34. Don't eat more sweets, the doctor said to the patient. Use told. Again, it will be a reported statement. But here we have an imperative. So imperative have a special case. It will be the doctor told the patient not to eat more sweet. 35. I always stop buy fruit on my way back home. The answer is stop to buy. 36. It is necessary to finish your homework. Use must. So we remove it is necessary and we say you must finish your homework. 37. If he doesn't listen well, he be in trouble. A first conditional statement, the answer will be he will be in trouble. 38. It isn't allowed to take photos. Look at the sign. So we use mustn't. It will be you mustn't take photos. Look at the sign. 39. French isn't as interesting as English. Use more. So since French isn't as interesting as English, it means that English is more interesting than French. 40. No student at school is better than Muhammad. Use that. It clearly means that Muhammad is the best student in the school. 41. If students need more help, they ask their teacher. The answer is they will ask. 42. When Salman gets hungry, he'll eat a sandwich. When Salman, it's a present simple, it will be gets hungry. Finally, 43. Streets are likely to be crowded during rush hours. Use could. We remove are likely to and replace it by could. The answer will be streets could be crowded during rush hours. 44. It is possible that the students won't answer this difficult question. Use might. We remove it is possible that and won't and replace it with might not. So it will be students might not answer the difficult question. 45. Salim is thinking of having his own business. He hasn't made up his mind yet. We use may. So Salim may have his own business. 46. Mahmoud could speak English fluently when he was 15. Able. So when we are talking about the past, with able, it will be was or were able to. So Mahmoud was able to speak English fluently when he was 15. 47. Moth isn't able to drive cars as he is still 15. Use can't. We remove isn't able to and replace it by can't. The answer will be we remove isn't able to and replace it by can't. So the answer will be Moth can't drive cars as he is still 15. 48. He will do the homework after he studies his lesson. Use until. The answer will be he won't do the homework until he studies his lesson. 49. I think Abdurrahman get full marks. He's the best student. I think is an indication of the future, so it will be I think Abdurrahman will get. 50. If I be you, I would listen to my father's advice. Correct the verb. It is a second conditional statement and it's used to give advice if I were you. Finally, 51. Please do me a favor, Ali said to Uthman. Use asked. It will be Ali asked Uthman to do him a favor. Here are some types of writing that you may find in the exam. We have writing a process, also to write a formal email or a cover letter, as well as review for something you watched or a game you played. Then we have a summary of an essay you read, and to write an email. You will find these writings, these topics on the enrichment sheet as well as their answers. If you have any questions, you can write to us on the school website or you can call us. إلى هنا طلابي الأعزاء ينتهي هذا الفيديو. أنوه فقط أن هذه المراجعات لا تغني عن الكتاب المدرسي. سائلا الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يكتب لكم التوفيق والنجاح. حتى نلتقي بكم مرة أخرى أقول لكم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.